Hey everybody, Mature Simmer here. Welcome back to TGC Tours as I'm continuing on into the third round here. It's been difficult. Really, the greens and the placement of the holes, I'd say, was a large part of what happened to me in round two. I think I actually was decent in most of my shots. I didn't have too many crazy shanks or anything. It was just a lot of 3 or more putting. Hopefully pin placement's a little more forgiving, or if nothing else, I can get those reads that I was just not getting to fall for me. Alright, still on the black tees. Low wind still. Green speed still that medium fast. Fairway firmness though very firm, so we're going to get some bounces. Good news though is that is on the fairway and not on the greens.
Let's put this first drive into the short stuff and we'll be on our way. And with that,
power good, but this is a perfect example of, I think, why I was being pushed, like, figure out how to not overpower. You saw how far off into the slow I was. I was way off the light gray. That still ended up almost being straight. So it's much more forgiving. So, you know, again, I was able to see that as I was practicing what they were asking me to do once I kind of got the mechanics down of the timing, and I'm like, wow, this is very different. And so I definitely kind of put my head to the ground on it, like, all right, I think I can work this. But that was probably the best example I've gotten on a recording of a 101 with that swing versus a 106 with that swing, and what that would have turned into. I would have been sitting over in the sand, almost guaranteed, if I had overpowered that. Little too far. Ooh, it's coming back though. Oh my! Wow. Wouldn't that have been awesome if that had fallen in?
Getting the hang of this course right off the bat, starting the round under par.
Don't jinx me, man. Stop giving me compliments.
Staring us down on this one.
No, it's fine. You can be nice to me. I think that's a sprinkler right in the middle of the fairway. Yeah, like when you zoom by, like you can tell it's, as it blows by your camera view, it looks like it's a sprinkler head or something. It's a little crazy. And I suppose, you know, I've certainly been on courses like that. They're not really great courses. You're not paying a lot, but where they have stuff like that in the middle. Alright, 103 is my top range of kind of the it's still in control type of swing.
Good job. We're on the green.
So I'd say that was okay.
15 feet.
Now we're downhill 15 feet. Move over, you crazy thing.
5 feet to go. This one's tracking.
I don't understand. Like, it clearly had it should have moved. There's nothing else I can say. It should have moved. I read it as if it should have moved, and it should have moved.
Let's find out.
Because that's how I read it. 102. Awesome. I'm liking that. Ooh, that might roll off. No, it slowed down. Wow, almost 375.
Below us might need a little less club.
You know, but it's only going to move me 7 yards, so that's going to put me at 199. I'm going to stick with what I've got. 104 is a little higher than I'd like. It's going to work out in this case, but see, if I had been at 103, 102, would have been a shorter roll. I would have been a lot closer. I really didn't expect that to roll as far as it did, in all honesty. So that's worse than I was thinking I'd end up with. That is just I am clearly missing
Too
something
firm on that one.
on the
Lining up
reeds.
for the 13-foot putt.
Come
Could
on.
be a good one.
Come on. Thank
Look
you.
at you go.
I'm like, please don't let me give up another birdie that should have happened.
And this one is a par 3.
All right. I'm going to go up one club because 31 is going to be by like 10 yards. All right, 102 again. A little further than I'd like,
That's
but
okay. We'll get on the green.
but it
maybe on
is
the next shot.
okay. Again, barely touching it. God, it's 5 yards. So yeah, I just... Oh no, no! Don't you dare! Oh my God,
I think I'll let your putting do the
I should have
talking
just
here
put
from
it.
way out.
That's what I was going to do. Oh my God, in hindsight, kicking myself. I am kicking myself.
Well, it's going right by the hole. For the bogey. This putt's going. Well, glad you say that's a bogey.
Those hurt. Those do hurt. I beat myself on that one. 2 extra strokes for nothing.
And let's see how we do here on the 5th.
Well, 104, not great. That's kind of right on the border.
Okay, setting up
Really
in the rough, it looks like it's sitting up a little bit.
Went a
further.
little too far, which seems to be my pattern. Like when I have a problem, I have a bad result. Again, the emotions, the jitters do get me. Ooh.
This might end up
Now
in
power
some
there was
trouble.
good, but
And this is your 3rd shot.
that was not the result I wanted. Wow. I don't know. That doesn't seem right, but we're going to go with it. Because that's what it's telling me the power is. Alright. I trusted it, and I guess it worked.
Flat stick. We're out of here.
Yep.
Good luck on this one. Par save,
I'm
possibly.
going to the edge of the cup, and that's it.
Looking pretty good.
Alright.
There we go. There's your par.
Yeah, so if I had gone off the edge, I would have lipped out on that one for sure.
Here comes a par 5. Something was a little bit off on that one.
Alright, 103, but again, look how far I am. It still
Alright,
went
let's
down
get
the
out of this
middle. So
first
other
cut
than I didn't
and,
get
on our
distance,
way.
it actually wasn't, like it didn't kill me off totally. So that is the benefit, and that's what I've seen where I'm like, yes, I need to figure out how to make this work.
That was good stuff.
Because that is
And
what's
this one's
going to
about
ultimately
210
get
from
me
the pin.
to be successful. I'm worried that's too far, but it's not going to be too far that way now with what happened.
Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it.
All right. Oof, not great, but again,
If you sink this, you could save.
forgiving enough that it worked out.
This putt's good so far.
But again, par
There's your
fives.
par.
Par fives need to be guaranteed birdies. For me to really be competitive, like I think that's almost a guarantee. I mean, I know there's some par fives that are designed that like you're going to need every one of those strokes to just get par, but most par fives I should be able to do. And again, it was down the middle, but yes, I only hit 140 yards off the tee. So that was certainly part of my downfall on that hole.
There we go. Great contact.
A little strong. I swear I did this on at least once on the other hole too,
We've got about
where I hit the
115
104,
yards to
which
the
is
pin.
a little beyond what I want to be doing. Alright, now I am going to pull this back some. A little hard, but I think it's
I think
gonna
this'll find
work.
the putting surface.
All right.
Lining up an 8-foot putt.
Again, I'm gonna go slightly up half the edge of the cup because I've got a
Looking good.
little longer. You're kidding me.
Man.
I'm like, we've got longer distance. How
And
far
here we
did that
This
go?
one for par. Looking good. And that one drops. There's your par.
Another birdie opportunity missed.
Let's see how close he can get this one to the pin.
Eesh. All right, I'm going down one. Okay. It's right at the pin. I saw it vanish, so that's always a good sign. But there's a lot of curving going on.
12-foot putt.
There is a lot of curving going on. I've seemed to be too little. So I'm gonna go more. And if I hadn't moved, it would have gone in the hole.
Okay.
Almost every time. It's like, I don't do it, and then I convince myself to do it next time, and then I miss. And it's like, I'm not sure how to break out of that one. But again, the important thing is, even though it's not going perfect, I'm fighting to keep that timing.
That's no good.
That's a tough fairway. I've been dumped into that rough every time. I suppose I just aim more to the left, maybe, and then it'll maybe not roll off. But I bet it still will. Alright, this should slough off enough distance that I should be okay. We will find out. It is 104 though. Now I think we'll be good because we're... now that almost like accelerated when it hit the second bounce on the green. That's not right.
Okay, third shot.
That's where people do get somewhat legitimately irritated. Just too much height. Don't. See, that's ridiculous. Like, that should not have come all the way back. I don't care. That should not have come all the way back. That is where the game is a bit ridiculous in these cases. Oh, it's not gonna stay. This is gonna kill me. So yeah, I was doing okay.
And setting up now for your fifth shot.
You are kidding me. I really thought, oh, you know what? Because it put me back on the chip, and I just rushed the shot. See, like, it should stop there. I mean, I get that can happen in real life, but...
Okay, sixth shot.
No, I thought I had done that. And done the full swing. Which, again, I knew would be too far like that, but at least I'm up there.
See how you do with this 13-foot putt.
Double bogey.
Yikes, that went right by.
How did that not? Don't you... I'm just not going to say anything, because anything I say at this point is just going to be really ugly.
And just pop this one in for the quad bogey and just get the heck out of here. Going towards that hole. Good stroke.
Yeah, those holes always hurt.
You've got a par 4 in front of you on this one.
But the way you put them behind you is exactly that way. Just get on the tee and make the shot you need to make and move on. Maybe a little to the left.
Let's go, kick right, kick right. Well, unfortunately, we missed the green here. This is what our third shot's looking like.
Alright, good chip.
7-footer here.
But again, just for a par, because we got dumped off the green.
This putt's tracking.
But we did
Job
get the
on that
par.
putt.
Small victories, right?
Here we go. Time to kick it off on the 11th hole.
Alright, this is a long one, and it's a par 4. This hole is weird. Like, I don't know. I wonder how many real life par 4s there are that are
This
over
one is
500
around
yards.
180
Just to me
yards
seems
the
like
pin.
500 yards is that point where it's like, yeah, no, this is a par 5.
It didn't feel as clean as I know you can hit.
Now see, that gives you the example, because that's like the overpowered, like that really moved
Okay, here's our
over
third shot.
and gave me a pretty lousy result. Oh my god, what do I do here? Because that's not enough. But anything else is going to just clobber it. Well, maybe, if I can pitch that out. That'll go down, say, 13. Yeah, this might actually be okay. Alright, yeah, it's not bad,
Okay,
actually.
positive thoughts. Let's save par right here.
Alright, it's going to move a bit, I think. But it's downhill. It's going to move more than that.
Oh, that's going right by the hole, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. 13 feet. And in the hole. Teeing it up now on the 12th.
Alright. Pull it back a bit. Too much power. I mean, it ended up
Nice
being a
stroke, we're
nice
on the
straight
green.
shot, but
Here's what
again,
we're dealing with
that's
for a birdie.
it's not what I want. This I've had this position before too. And it cuts over a ton. So let's see. Ah,
Oh,
so close.
and this next putt for par. And that'll do nicely.
All right.
Here we go now on the 13th.
All right, straight on. 104, a little too hard again, but that might carry the bunker because of that. No, it won't. No, it did. All right.
Shouldn't be too awkward out of here, just in the first cut.
Uh-huh. You're crazy. It's awkward. All right. Right at the pin, but a little short, probably again because we were on the front side of the hill.
Good.
Not
luck
sure
with this.
quite
Way
how to
out here.
compensate for that. For those front lies like that. So hard to tell from
Zooming
that
by the
angle.
hole.
Wow, that
Oh
was
my,
zooming
get
by
that
the
ball
hole.
back. Get that ball back on the green.
Head on in. Thank you.
Oh, that'll work for your par. Nicely done.
I did that in my practice round too on some hole. Might have been this one, who knows.
Okay, let's do this. Hole number 14, ready to go.
Alright, it's up in the air. Little too much power. Again, I'm overhitting it now.
And that'll do. Grab your putter. Here we go. 33 feet. Let's do it.
Alright, it keeps going. Man, it's a lot of downhill again. That might not be enough. No, it is. Wow. Scary.
Right, we've got this left for par.
I thought that was too weak and
Nice
it
putt.
rolled feet past the hole. But we got the par.
Here comes hole number 15.
My favorite, underneath the tree. Oh. Well, again, you can see how far off I am, but it went dead nuts straight because I really wasn't overpowered. But that was not great. Don't know how that happened twice. I'm usually
Hey, it's all
better
good.
than
It's all
that.
good. It happens.
Not really.
This is our third shot.
There we go. That's what it should have been on the second shot. But now this, you know, I'd have to
Smart
hole
shot.
out from here,
This
which
one's about 100 yards
can
from
happen,
the
but
pin.
you know how likely that is. Well, it's not happening.
And we're going right of the pin. Well, that approach kind of missed the mark a little bit.
11
Okay,
yards,
here's your
huh?
fifth.
Nice chip.
Okay, 8 feet.
I would call that a win every time.
So far, so good. That's gonna do just nicely.
Sort of. Still a double bogey.
Here we go on hole number 16.
All right. Too much power. And
Yeah,
again,
this one's about
ended up
130
well, but
yards
it's
away.
not what I wanted to execute, so it's a fail that way. That's more in line with the 103. Now I'm going to get kicked back. Yep.
And that approach was a bit wayward. Setting up for our third shot. Ooh, nicely done on the chip shot.
Ooh,
Nice. That's
that
gonna
almost
work.
stayed on
Up
the
for
left. Almost
Here we
stayed
go.
on the
Hole number
left and lipped
17,
out.
ready to go.
All right, downhill, but with wind, I'm going to leave it. All right, 102, so
Now this
again,
one might come
not
up a
way
bit
off.
short.
So
Setting
it's
up here
salvageable.
just in the first cut.
Ah, wow, that rolled a lot. Got a couple inches back.
Okay, this one is for the par.
Again, it looks like it's going to break, so I'm playing it that way. And it did
Oh
a
my
tiny bit, but nowhere near what I
And 5
expected.
feet left to go. All right, the putt drops. That's your bogey. And let's bring this thing home now on the 18th
All right.
tee.
See how we do here. This is a hole I have birdied every round so far. So let's see.
Good shot. Okay,
See
we're
if we
about
can pull it
250
off
to the pin.
again. Wow. Alright, well, I got a good shot. It's just, is it going to carry too far? Little bit. Certainly further than I would have
There's
liked.
a green and under regulation for you. Pat yourself on the back. And here is the putt for eagle.
This is a break and a half again. Maybe.
Oh, come on, get in.
Maybe. All right.
And that eagle putt drops quite
All
a
right.
way to
2
finish your
birdies
round,
and
if I
an
do say
eagle
so.
on that hole. So I think
We're all done
I
here.
got a
It's gonna be
plus
18 over for you.
6. No, plus
Well,
5.
I had a good time out
No,
here today.
it should be plus.
I am happy that you brought me along.
I
for the
swore I
ride.
was 12
Hopefully we'll see you real
at the
soon.
end of the last round, so this should be plus 6 to get me to plus 18. But I don't know, maybe I'm misremembering something. Alright, so, I mean, right now, again, I've got one more round to go, but I'm sitting 50 strokes, 51 strokes better than I was, you know, so I'm pretty confident no matter how poorly I play, I will beat my score from last week. But yeah, it's not the result I need. I mean, I think I'm getting the mechanics that I'm striving for, so that's definitely helpful, but I just obviously need to translate that into executing and a little bit of putting this time. But you know, it's just challenging. Like, you got to be right on all the time. If you've not dropped a like and have not subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. Greatly appreciated and greatly helps. I will see you next time.